Alright, this is the one. Hello everybody. Check out my new infinity pool. That's massive too. So I should go from this angle. Look at that. Beautiful. Right in the city. Anyway, I want to talk about why you should never escalate during a date. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that say you should be doing keno, you should be moving it forward, you shouldn't be hiding your dick on dates. But in most cases, escalating on dates or showing any public display of affection will backfire the majority of the time. So let's discuss this. Before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS novel dating advice for the modern man living in the collapse of Western civilization. The modern collapsing man. You know, feminism and Me Too, that did take off. And that is not the reason why I'm saying you should not escalate on dates. That is not why at all. The main reason is there is an explicit kind of obligation, or they feel obligated when you escalate a little bit too hard. Now, guys out there that have a bit of experience, you would understand what I'm talking about here. When, let's just say you're out in the club and you get into a really good interaction, it's going really well, and then you push too hard, you start making out in the nightclub, you've had a few drinks, you guys are kissing, you're hugging, you're touching, you're cuddling, and then 3 a.m. in the morning the club closes and she won't go home with you. It's because you've escalated to the point where she knows that there is a explicit assumption that if she gets in the taxi or she catches a train home with you or whatever, you guys are going to sleep together. And she feels like the make-out and all of the other stuff was enough for her. She would like to see where it goes, and maybe if she remembers you tomorrow, she'd like to see you again. And you don't pull. You don't take her home. It doesn't go anywhere. And in most cases, she forgets that she met you, doesn't remember that she gave you her number, and doesn't want to meet you again. So let's just say you're sober and you're on a date, and you do a little bit. You touch a knee, which is okay. You sit next to her, maybe put your arm around her a little bit. I wouldn't go any further than that. You can hold her hand a little bit. I probably wouldn't even do that. And then I'd come up with I wouldn't even give an excuse why I'm taking her home. I would just say, like, okay, well, let's go hang out over here. Let's go have a drink over here. Let's go get some snacks over here. Where are we going? Oh, just over there. You're basically just leading her home, but you're not saying, we're going back to my place. You're not saying, we're going back to my apartment. You're not saying, and in some cases, the old movie trick, which has been done to death, and everybody knows, every girl these days, they know it. You can't say Netflix and chill either, obviously. But there kind of needs to be a little bit of mystery there. There needs to be a little bit of, look, maybe we won't, maybe we will, maybe we won't. Let's just hang out and see how it goes. I'm still deciding as well. You don't want it to be almost like a done deal before you take her home. She wants the ability to pull out, and obviously she does. She has the ability to pull out at any moment. Even though she might feel like there's an obligation, there's no real obligation. It's just if it feels like it, she just might not want to go home with you, and this is going to negatively affect your ability to take girls home. Anyway, you get the point. If you are thinking about learning cold approach, you're thinking about getting into that, click the link, sign up. I'll see you guys in the next video.